Hello everybody, how you all going? My name is Venomous Taipan and welcome to the very first video on the channel. Yes, it's been long in the making. I've had to sort a few things out, get a few things sorted in terms of setup, but I think I'm finally ready to give this a crack. So if you like anything you see and like the content, please like, comment and subscribe and get hyped because this is the Pokemon Black version randomizer nuzlocke. I'm just as pumped as you are. I'm sure everybody's pumped, and I think we're already just about to get into this. So we're going to get into this. It is a new game, and we are ready. Just had to adjust the camera, very unprofessional as per usual. But anyway, so we are here for a randomized nuzlocke. So now, for people that do not know what I am talking about, we are playing Pokemon Black, which is a Pokemon game released in 2011. Nothing special about that. However, it is randomized, which means the Pokemon you normally see when you play Pokemon Black, it's not what you're going to see here in this game. Not at all. Everything's randomized. The items you find are randomized. The TMs that you can teach your Pokemon are randomized. Abilities are randomized, pretty much ready to destroy me. Pokemon are randomized, trainers Pokemon are randomized, wild Pokemon are randomized, and just because I like my own pain, all Pokemon are evolved at level 40, and a 10% level booster as well, because, you know what, I like my own pain at this point, so that's what we're dealing with here as well. So that's the randomized aspect, really just sort of mix things up a little bit, and do it that way. So, and also it's a nuzlocke. So for people who do not know what a nuzlocke is essentially where if a Pokemon faints, it is dead. It cannot be used again. You have to attend its funeral. Well, not exactly, but it is dead and you cannot use it again. So, yes, I am a Spider-Man villain. Anyway, so if it dies, you can't use it again. I think I said that 3 times. It's unfortunate. So if you lose a good mon, well, tough luck, honestly. That's what makes it so difficult. Also, in terms of selection of Pokemon, you can't just catch whatever you want. So the second rule of this nuzlocke is that in each area, you can only catch the first Pokemon you see. You can't catch whatever you want, when you want. It has to be the first Pokemon of every single area. So you're obviously a different area. The game will indicate a new area because it will change. The name will change. You will see that on the top left of your screen. The name change off the area, whether it be Route 1 to Route 2 or a city, which most cities you can't really get an encounter. But, you know, so different areas. And obviously static mons as well that we can get along the way are valid. So that's the idea of the nuzlocke. There is another thing as well. You've got to nickname every Pokemon to so-called create a closer bond. This isn't a challenge part of the aspect. I think it's more of a sort of fun, sort of gimmicky type part, but it does have to be followed. So I do have to nickname Pokemon. So I will be nicknaming Pokemon after people who do comment on the videos. So if you do want a Pokemon nicknamed after you, I will be doing that. I will be checking the comments and seeing who has commented, and I can nickname a Pokemon for you. And you'll be there and hope you don't die through my terrible gameplay. So, no, it's high quality here. It's nothing but high quality. You know, higher praises, quality, you know, Wolfie's got nothing on me. Anyway, so what I do like about this game, though, we get to start a Pokemon straight up. I do like this. So we get to see the randomized aspect straight away. Straight away. Normally it's Snivy, Oshawott, Tepig. Nope, we are getting this. And note to self, I did not do this. I've not already had a run of this, and I have not already messed this up in terms of recording. So it's going to be interesting. So I may refer to that old run I did, and this is already better. Just already better. I tell you what, that's all you need, just a change in fortune. That's all I needed. Thank goodness. that is a Pokemon that never dies. That's living forever, honestly, at that point. Licky Tongue, not bad. And, well, no, this is not even a contest anymore. I'm getting Cresselia. This thing never dies. Having said that, it will die in this episode more than likely. But, you know what? This thing is so thick with like 10 C's. Anyway, so that's definitely a good start. So it is randomized abilities. Hopefully it's got a good ability. Please don't have a horrible ability. I might even, well, we're definitely going to find out this battle together, aren't we? So, but yeah, so no doubt. Hopefully you understand what this challenge is already. So you can't predict what's going to happen next. Except this, she's going to have a Mancino. So obviously this is going to be a difficult sort of run. And I do hope, well not hope, I do plan to get through this. So what do you got? Mancino's got slow start. Well then. That's a fine how do you do, because I do not have that. And I don't know why I'd choose that in the first place. So for those who don't know what slow start is, it cuts your attack like the contact moves in half. The reason why it exists is to nerf a very broken mon, Regigigas, which is completely broken. If we run into that, it's going to be broken because of randomized abilities. But usually it'd have that ability because it's got a very, very, very high attack stat. Unfortunately, Mancino is on the wrong side of this and has got Regigigas' ability. Ooh, gives full immunity to all soundproof moves. That is good. As you can see, the defense and special defense absolutely sky high through the... Actually, can't quite see it. There you go. There's numbers for you. This is just adjusting as we go. There you go. There you go. You get to see the numbers there. So yeah, absolute sky high numbers. Soundproof, pretty good. You know what? I'm happy with that. I'm happy with this. And it starts with the confusion. That's what I was hoping for. That's exactly what I was hoping for. I'm happy with this. I don't know whether you can tell by my voice. I'm happy with this. I don't care what anybody says. I'm happy with this. So, no doubt, this is a very good start. A lot better than the failed recording that I've had, which ended up, the game already hated me from that point on. So, we've already got a love-hate relationship already. So, we'll see how we go. But no doubt, and it's a speed, was that a speed tie? It must have been, because, yeah, okay, that's interesting. Oh, level 6. So, or am I just saying things? I don't know. But yeah, so after a good start, we get the EXP. Also, just letting you know, the Nuzlocke does not start until we get Pokeballs, because the Nuzlocke cannot begin until we're allowed to catch Pokemon. So it has not started yet. I thought I'd just let everybody know that as well. So if I do somehow, by some miracle, choke and lose this battle, it doesn't necessarily matter. I probably will add it to the death count, but well, actually, technically, it's not dead, so never mind that. Because the Nuzlocke only starts when you get Pokemon, because, yeah, it honestly, it'd suck. You go into this battle, you lose first battle. Well, series over. Hope you enjoyed 5 minutes of what was there. No, I wouldn't do that. So, anyway, so we got a Licky Tongue. I do like Licky Tongue. Look at that tongue, honestly. That tongue, I just want to feed him ice cream, honestly. I just want to feed it ice cream. Who doesn't want to give that tongue some ice cream? Honestly, it just slurped that up, honestly. Of course you've got lick. Why? Well, I mean, yeah, it makes sense, because, you know, compliment its tongue and shock that it's got lick. Well, amazing. Absolute amazing common sense. Ha ha, my ability came through. So anyway, with soundproof, as you mentioned, for the ability, just to explain it, is that sound-based moves like Supersonic that uses sound does not affect me. Not at all. Essentially, my Pokemon doesn't have ears. It can't hear anything. So it just has no effect. It's deaf. So because of that, things like Supersonic and all that, those sound-based moves do not hit me. Supersonic, Bug Buzz is another one that's actually really good, actually. I just thought about that. I don't get hit by Bug Buzz, which is a very strong bug type move. Won't run into that early on, but definitely late game if I still have this Cresselia. Absolute amazing. So, no doubt. Let's see how we go. And again, I don't get why we have a Pokemon battle inside our... What are we teaching younger children? Literally, we're just here to trash our rooms? Honestly. I mean, in the original game, you got a Pokemon that knows Amber. What, just going to burn your house down? Yeah, that's great. Oh, yeah, I'm off to my Pokemon journey. Yep, burn your house down. Well, that's the end of that. You got to go and pay for your house now. It's not insured, so that's unfortunate. So, you know what? So now, oh, yes, talk to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah, you're mine first, Pokemon. Thank you, good a loving mother, though. So even if you do burn down the house, she's like, you know, still go on your journey. Don't worry about it. I'll put it out. I'll call the fire brigade, you know. And I'm just like, yeah, see ya. You can deal with whatever mess there's in there. And look at all the pretty piddoves. Yes, and now we got Angry Man 2. The one where the guy, well, it's not the one, the guy says, no, you can't go on a Pokemon journey, yada, yada, yada. And because, you know, she's only 10 and all that type of stuff. And then she runs off anyway. So, well, that was a great conversation. That was literally irrelevant. Wink, wink. But, you know what? Is what it is. Now we got to go and nickname our Pokemon at Professor Juniper's. So hopefully I have a better run this time. I just hope I do have a better run. And I just hope that it goes a lot better than last time. Last time, my first encounter, I banged my head on the desk. Well, not really, but I wanted to. I literally wanted to. That's how bad it was. And I do not want to repeat that. I do not want to repeat that at all. So, what else was I going to mention in this video while we get through all the introductory stuff? For people who haven't seen the game, I probably won't skip a lot of dialogue, just in case you want to sort of see it. But this is just all introductory stuff, like your name and all that type of stuff, and all basic stuff that I'm sort of somewhat explaining, more sort of, I suppose, explaining about sort of the challenge itself in terms of the nuzlocke and the randomizer, but you know what? It's all pretty generic. It's all just generic. Other than maybe the next generation after this, it's just so generic. I think that the intro is pretty good with the new graphics, but they do get pretty stale after a while, especially if you played this game a while, which I have. So yeah, it's pretty. And then you get the Pokedex, which again, not going to be able to complete. Lucky it's not a thing of the game where you got to complete because it's a randomizer. So I'm not going to see all Pokemon that's originally in the Pokedex. So, and also, I know that a lot of people may not know this, but Black is different in terms of Pokemon games. The way it finishes is completely different from the first few games. They're like, this is how we're going to finish it. Black's completely different. It goes out the window. They literally change how you beat, well, not how you beat the game, but how the game ends. So I'm going to twist where I end. Usually when you see playthroughs of this game, you usually see them once they reach a certain point to the end credits, which makes sense, right? It's the ending credits, of course. But I'm not going to do that, you see, because I'm going to beat it how most traditional Pokemon games finish, beating the champion, which you don't actually, well, technically you do in this game, but it's not the official, it's hard to explain. Honestly, the best way is you'll see it if I get that far right at the end of the game. But essentially, I'm going to go until I beat the big red-haired dude elder, pretty much. Usually a lot of people go and beat a certain other person, which I'm not going to spoil anything because I will probably go through a bit of dialogue and whatnot. Also, so yeah, Also, there's a couple of things I want to know in the comments. First of all is, what's your Pokemon? What's your favourite Pokemon? If you don't really know a lot about Pokemon, what Pokemon have you heard of? What Pokemon have you actually heard of or seen? Describe it to me and I can probably answer it. I'm fairly familiar with most of them. Gen 8, the latest one, I'm a little bit iffy. But definitely if it's anywhere like sort of the older ones, I could absolutely 110% probably tell you. So that's not a problem at all whatsoever. So that's not an issue at all. So anyway, so we're off to Route 1 to get our first encounter. So we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Well, not really. We're off to get our encounter, which is probably going to be absolute awful. But you know what? We don't really know until we see it, honestly. And also, I will give a heads up. I know there's a lot of information overload for this episode, just a lot of explanation and stuff, but definitely when the gameplay picks up, I'll be explaining pretty much all my moves, how I'm going to do things, and anything you're confused about, I can answer in the comments, essentially. So, yeah. So there's definitely a lot of information. I'm sorry about that. But once we get into the game and into the flow of things, we should be all good. We should be smooth sailing. So we're about to get our first encounter. We got a catching tutorial, which is probably the most boring part of the game, let's be honest. But you know what? I'm just gonna see how it is anyway. So this is how you got to do it. You're going to see this over and over and over and over and over again. There's probably 30 opportunities I think I can catch, and that's just a rough estimate. That doesn't even include the static mons you can get in this game. So, well, actually, well, yeah, I suppose static mons aren't, you do have to catch them. I'm thinking of one in particular that you don't have to, but that's technically more of a gift mon, so, but yeah. So hopefully we get in there, we get something decent. Cresselia is weak to Dark and Ghost, so, and Bug. What's good against Dark and Ghost? Honestly, a Dark type wouldn't be too bad. I mean, a Dark type would wall me, but it would be good against Ghost. And actually, now Bug would absolutely destroy me as well. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, a firefighting type would be absolute amazing. Like an Infernape, mate, I'd take that. I'd absolutely take that. But the likelihood of me getting an Infernape or anything like that, not likely is the answer to that question. There's only like 3 firefightings in this game, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think so. But, fighting type might not be bad, actually, because I can get rid of Dark types. Ghost types don't affect me that much. And Bug types I do resist. So, yeah, fighting type is probably what I want here. I'm not going to get that, but you know what? It's always good to dream, isn't it? So, anyway, Charon and Bianca, can you please stop talking to me? This nervous energy's killing me, literally. Okay, so what's our first encounter? I've got Pokeballs, I've got everything. What's my first encounter? It is a Nidoqueen. Well then, I cannot touch this thing at all because it will die, literally. And so I've just got to throw Pokeballs at it. And I'm not too confident on this, actually. Because, I'm not too sure what its catch rate is, actually. I'm not sure. I hope I can catch it in a Pokeball, but especially being a final evolution, I'm not liking my chances. I honestly don't like my chances. It might not have bad moves, but one thing to keep in mind, specifically with this Pokemon though, is it is a stone evolution. So Pokemon have different evolutions, whether it be level up, which mine's level 7, or I'm just going to catch it, aren't I? Wow, that was just too easy, honestly. But see, this one's level 2. Yeah, you can all read that. So it's not too bad. It can learn plenty of TM, so that's definitely helpful. But its Stone Evos are really bad for movesets. Why? I can't answer that. I actually cannot answer why they are, but they are. So, what am I going to call this one? It's a Nidoqueen. It's a Poison Ground type. Getting some coverage, some decent Pokemon early. That's not too bad at all. What am I going to call you? And again, it's actually pretty bulky. So I've got a pretty defensive team early. That's not bad. One thing, you know, especially with the Nuzlocke challenge, with Pokemon not dying when they faint, is it's good to have some thick mons, or mons that can actually take hits, because glass cannons are not too bad to get out of sticky situations, which means ones that hit really hard but can die really easily. But at the same time, they're definitely a lot riskier, because you just got to get one wrong move and they're dead. They're literally, so they're dead. So Pokemons aren't too bad. Well, you know what? This makes sense just purely because it's our current queen at the moment, and it's Nidoqueen, and I think it makes perfect sense to name it Elizabeth. Very creative, probably very cliche, but you know what? Oh well, I like the name Elizabeth, so that's what I'm rocking out with. Elizabeth that is. I'll tell you what, only just fits, far out. Tell you what. Anyway, so that's not a bad first encounter. I might see what I could have got in a minute, but let's just have a look at Elizabeth, shall we? What do we got? Item none, Leaf Guard. Prevention status problem in sunny weather. Well, if I have a drought mine, it might not be too bad, but none of them's got items. That's so dumb. But anyway, yeah, so none of a drought could be definitely helpful with that ability, but you know what? Is what it is, honestly. It's fine. It's not a bad ability. It doesn't hinder me. It does benefit me in the right scenario, which is not a bad ability. Abilities that can sort of help you in the right scenario are not bad at all. So I'm not too bad about that. I can take that. Nidoqueen, as I said, I mentioned, is a pretty good mon. I'll probably train it up off screen. You don't really want to see me grinding, do you? I mean, who wants to see me grind? It's the most boring thing, and probably one of the worst things in these games, and especially with a level booster, and especially if I don't do a very good job. I'm going to be grinding a while, so I'll do it off screen. I'll let you know if anything happens or anything underwater happens, but essentially I will grind it probably off screen when I get the opportunity, and do it that way. Anyway, cross transceiver, not X transceiver. Anyway, it's ringing, and I don't know why you couldn't have just walked up and told us this, because literally you're right here. You're literally right there. I mean, I know in the real Pokemon world it's a lot bigger, but I mean in game logic you're like 10 steps away. You're probably closer to me than what I am from here to my fridge. Anyway, so again, this is more tutorial stuff. And oh my goodness, I know how to do this. Nurse Joy heals my mons. I get to buy stuff, and thank you. You can take my Pokemon, and then I get the Healy. It's pretty much a Pokemon hospital if you don't know what it is. It's pretty much a Pokemon hospital and pharmacy all in one. That's exactly what it is, and that's pretty much the best way to describe it. PC, that will come into it later once I have more than 6 Pokemon, but that won't happen until later on, probably in the next couple of episodes. Got to keep track of the time. Yeah, that's fine. I want to get the next encounter before I end it. I think, we all like encounters, and I think for a part 1, information overload, I think we all deserve another encounter as well. Again, this is all, as I mentioned before, this is all dialogue and all intro stuff. I know this. It's pretty basic, well, very basic knowledge. If you want to look it up, you can. It's not that hard at all. Definitely the plot stuff in particular is where I'm going to be sort of stopping. So definitely the plot stuff is where I'm going to be absolutely stopping, to say the least. And so we got $4,400. That's not bad. You know what? You take it. And so yeah, we get a few potions. You need them. And then a few Pokeballs, got by 7, nice even 10. Having said that, I just bought 8 potions, so never mind nice even numbers. Who wants to work with them anyway? But anyway, so we're off to see, well, not off to see the wizard. So now we're off to this part. So, anyway, let's see what's going on, shall we? Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, and also one thing I should mention as well is I don't have any game audio. The thing with this as well, the PC I'm running it on doesn't like the emulator that well. It's hard to, you could probably tell if you've seen it long enough, and I'm sort of speeding up at the same time, but essentially the sound gives it away, and the audio is not great. If you want the audio, I should be able to find a way to put it in, but I honestly think it's better without the audio. So anyway, so here's some story dialogue I'll go through, you know, my Getster's voice. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to talk to you about Pokemon Liberation. Dun, 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 dun. I'm sure most of you believe that we humans and Pokemon are partners. That we have come to live together because we want and need each other. Is that really the truth? Have you ever considered that perhaps we humans only assume that this is the truth? Pokemon are subjected to the selfish commands of other trainers. They get pushed around when they are our partners at work. Can anyone say with confidence that there is no truth in what I am saying? I have no idea what this accent is, by the way. I'm just letting everyone know. It's just something that I saw at the top of my head, and I'm just rolling with it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Pokemon are different from humans. They are living beings that contain unknown potential. They are living beings from whom we have much to learn. Tell me, what is our responsibility toward these wonderful beings called Pokemon? That's right, we must liberate the Pokemon! Then, only then, will humans and Pokemon be truly equals. Everyone, I end my words here today by imploring you to consider the relationship between people and Pokemon, and the correct way to proceed. We sincerely appreciate your attention. Dun, 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 dun. Honestly, you know what? It is something to consider because, you know, if you think about, I mean, obviously Pokemon's not really real, but if you think about it in terms of pets, you know, I like to consider, you know, pets equals with humans. You know, you've definitely got your own pet, you treat it really well. But I mean, just like probably in the Pokemon world as well, there are some idiots that do go out there and abuse their pets. And I assume that's what he's talking about here as well. Because, you know, there are people who probably would be, you know, abusing their pets, which is not on absolutely at all. Yes, they are talking. Oh, then you two can't hear it either? Then you two can't hear it. How sad. My name is Anne. My name is Sharon, and this is Venom. I don't even know what these accents are. We are asked to complete the Pokedex and just left on our journey. My main goal is to become the Pokemon champion, though. Why am I doing a southern accent? Please help me. So, you're going to confine many Pokemon in your Pokeballs for that, then. I am a trainer too, but I can't help wondering, are Pokemon really happy that way? Well, Venom, is it? Let me hear your Pokemon's voice again. So, hopefully you have a decent one that I can beat. Oh, it's a Magma. Oh, it's a good little boy. So anyway, I've got to try and beat this thing. I could send out Nidoqueen. It is a good type advantage, but no, I'm not going to. Purely on the basis it's underleveled. So, yes, confusion, hacks. Haha, and you hacked me last time, but I will hack you this time. I am the one with the hacks. And by the way, hacks is like status or like RNG pretty much that can go your way. So, it's not great. Oh my goodness, it lasted one turn. Are you serious? Are you actually serious? Why did it only last one turn? Hang on, what? Why did it only last one turn? Hang on a second, did I stuff up? Oh boy. Why is that doing nothing? Can someone tell me why that's doing barely minimum? Something's not right. What is right? What is going on here? Why is that doing so long? I'm going to be here a while because for some weird reason, and I don't know why. I mean, this is a very bulky type Pokemon, and for some weird reason, it's not doing a lot of, I mean, it's not bad, but I would have thought it would be doing a little bit better. So, unfortunately, we'll get through this, shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, I do have to waste a couple of potions. So now you see how important potions are in this. So no doubt I've got to heal again, and you're really being annoying. Just stop being annoying and stop spamming Amber. And then you get the crit. Are you serious? You get a critty titty, and then you do this. Are you serious? Can you stop, please and thank you? Anyway, this should kill from here, I hope. I hope it does. It should. I wasted so many potions on that. It lived! Oh, well, I'll live a crit anyway, so it's not bad. Far out. That was annoying, to say the least. So, this is probably where I'm going to wrap up the episode. I'm probably not quite going to get the next encounter, but definitely something to look forward to for the next episode. An episode or part 2. So, if you like anything you see, like, subscribe, leave a comment on how I can improve it. You know, constructive criticism is always helpful to improve my content. Always happy to improve and give all the people what, honestly. So, I'm going to head out. I want to battle the gym leader in the next town, Strighton City. I'm to battle gym leader after gym leader. The best way for a trainer to become the strongest is to challenge all the gym leaders in each area. So, as I mentioned before, Sharon rudely interrupted me. If you liked anything you see, please like, subscribe, comment down below what Pokemon you've heard of or have seen, or any constructive criticism that you believe would help this video. And hopefully you enjoy part 1. It's my first sort of video. Hopefully it went well. Not a bad start, as you see here. I've got a Cresselia and a what did I blank? Nidoqueen. But that will be all for part 1. Not too sure when part 2 is going to be up, but hopefully you enjoy, and I'll see you all in the next video.